Hi everybody, it's Claire back with another art journal video, and this one is an ArtStacks project. I'm going to be using one of the new packs that's been released by Shana, and this one is called Happy Scraps. You can find Shana on Instagram and Facebook. I'll try and remember to put a link to her in the description box, and also to ArtStacks as well. These little packs are great fun to use. I've got quite a few of them and they are so versatile. So in this new pack from Shana, you get some elements that are printed on cardstock and some on tissue paper. So the tissue paper naturally makes a really good starting point for your first layer on your journal page. I'm so sorry, I think I might be getting another cold, which is unbelievable. So if my voice sounds a bit funny, I do apologise. Oh dear. So I'm sticking this first layer of tissue paper in using some matte medium. The only thing I'd say about this tissue paper is quite fragile, so don't overbrush it. Just lay it in quite gently and embrace the wrinkles. Yeah, so I'm adding this across the centre of the page, and then I'm going to go in and add some pieces around the edges as well. So really I'm just using this to kind of get rid of the blank page, get some marks onto that background before I start adding in any more colour. So I dried that layer before I started adding my colour in, and I'm starting off with Permanent Red Violet Light from Amsterdam Acrylic, getting that first layer, and I'm going to do like an ombre of colours going down the page. And then I am using another Amsterdam Acrylic Ultramarine Violet, just to brush that across the centre. And you'll notice that the background layer is mostly disappearing at the minute. And that's the thing that's so fantastic about mixed media art journaling, is you can lose your layers, but it doesn't matter because there are ways to bring them back. And actually it's about building up those layers, so don't get too hung up on layers disappearing. It doesn't matter. Some of that layer is visible through the lighter colours. That was Night from Dina Wakley, and here I'm using the pointed stencil and I'm lifting some of that paint through the stencil. So to do this technique, there's a couple of things you need to bear in mind. Make sure that your layer underneath is very dry. Make sure that the layer you are lifting through is wet, and make sure that your baby wipe or cloth that you use to lift isn't too wet either. So then I've just gone back in with the same stencil, turned it the other way, and I'm just adding some white stenciling across the centre of the page, and then going in with a bit of stamping, so bringing back in another layer and bringing some black into the foreground as well. So then I'm going to be using some of these hearts from the Happy Scraps pack. I'm just selecting ones that kind of play nicely with my page, and I'm going to cut some out. And they're going to be placed across the centre of my page, and they're going to be like the focal point, if you like, along with some words. So now I've got my hearts ready, I wanted to draw attention to the centre of my page. So I've grabbed Peacock from Dina Wakley, and I'm using it to draw with. I'm using the paint, nozzle to draw with. I'm just drawing some wiggly lines across the centre of my page, and I've also grabbed turquoise as well. So naturally that's going to take a little bit longer to dry. I did encourage it with my heat tool, and here I'm just adding some white splatters as well. And I'm trying to keep those splatters through the centre where those lines are, because that's where my hearts are going to go. Then I started drying it and thought, I could just do with a little neon pop of colour. So I've grabbed Dina's Stoked Gloss, and I'm just using my splatter brush to add some splatters of that onto the page as well. Again, trying to concentrate around the centre of my page. So you can see I've kind of created that interest in the middle. Super easy to do. If you wanted to, you could use the squiggly lines in the middle. If you've drawn them with your paint bottle, they would then help your hearts stick in the centre, but I had dried them off because I know I'm so clumsy and I would have stuck my hand in them. So here I'm just using some white PVA glue. I've just popped it in a little bottle just because it's easier to use, and I'm just sticking these hearts down, just kind of seeing which ones work best. And of course I'm going to go for an odd number. Whether it's a little bit of OCD, I'm not sure, but I can't not do that because I know it works. But yeah, it does work and the page feels balanced. So yeah, going in with this large heart just to finish. And then I'm going to select some words to use. And the words that I'm using, I think, are from a pack by Tamara Laporte, also known as Willowing. And I've gone for ones that are like, they're almost like little affirmations really, I suppose, for each heart. And I'm going to stick them on like that. So this is how these packs play really nicely together, in the way that you can use elements from different packs and pull them all together to create a page, bringing in lots of different styles, I suppose. But yeah, if you haven't checked out ArtStacks, I would suggest you go and have a look, because their products are really lovely and they're a great quality. And then just to finish off the page, I'm just going around with a Posca pen in white and just adding a little bit of a border around the outside, just to finish it off really. And that is pretty much where this page finished. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed watching this project using the new pack from Shana. Happy scraps. Check out ArtStacks online. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.